We are here for the AMA Vintage Motorcycle Days. But first, I have to stop at the prison, fueled nationwide by the Mansfield-made Dart carts. You're up with Rupp snowmobiles, Ruppster dune buggies, and iconic red Rupp mobiles of all sorts. Rupp people bumper stickers. Hey, oops. Well, while we're here, let's go to the jail. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, it's Dave from Bullpen Cycles, and we are in Mansfield, Ohio. We are here for the AMA Vintage Motorcycle Days. And you know that as, well, Mid-Ohio. But first, I have to stop at the prison. Okay, so this is the Ohio State Reformatory. Boy, it's a big building. And if you recognize it, this is where the movie, The Shawshank Redemption, was filmed. And now it's open for tours. It's no longer a prison. And we're gonna look around, but that's not why we're here. See, Mansfield, Ohio was the home of Rupp Industries. And Rupp Industries, well, you know them for their mini bikes, but they also made ATVs and snowmobiles, and well, they made the Centaur and some other things, and also Speedway mini bikes, which was formed when 2 employees left Rupp and formed Speedway. They wanted to make an even better mini bike. Speedway was only around for a few years, and then it got bought out by Fox out of Wisconsin. But Rupp soldiered on until 1978. And we went over to the former location. Last year we were looking for the factory, and all we found was a field. But this is supposed to be where the Rupp factory was. 1776 Airport Road, Mansfield. So
you have arrived.
I'm not seeing anything. I gotta try to turn around. There's nothing here, and I'm not getting out because I don't think they want to see me filming at Army base. But they're said to be, well, kind of like a mini museum here. And that's what we're gonna go find. So I gotta check in. It's $30 for the self-guided tour, but since I'm the old guy, I got the senior discount. I had to pay $25. Now, I don't know where I'm going. I thought I was supposed to go to the left. Nope, that says tour route. Oh. So there's some Russian writing. And I guess that's because Air Force One was also filmed here. We are trying to make our way to the to the industrial display. there's a room here called the Bullpen, believe it or not. No, I guess I did not name my motorcycle shop after the prison. So I guess this is the Bullpen. Wow, you can go look at the rows of cell blocks. Well, that's not why we're here. And over here is the Industrial Museum, featuring the industries of Mansfield.
691,000 jobs. Industrial Museum honors Ohio's cultural background and builds anticipation for a bright future to manufacturers.
Dart cart.
Thank you to all the amazing sponsors that make it possible for this museum
Who
to
made
serve
Dart
as a
cart?
resource for our community. Once again, welcome to the Industrial Museum. I hope you enjoy it.
This is not what I'm looking for. Gorman Rupp pumps. There must be a relation. Tapan is cooking. AMF. Here we go. This is what we came for. Mickey Rupp, Doing Things Right, featured in National Karting News, September 2008. Well, that was after the bankruptcy. Super Snow Sport. Rupp People bumper stickers. Hey, whoops. Even has a part number. We could repop those. Here's his Rupp. I guess he was a race car driver. There's a lot I don't know, folks, so you're just going to have to look at it yourself. Is this all we got? Go-kart racing craze of the 1960s was largely fueled nationwide by the Mansfield-made Dart carts. Found behind the Rupp plant near the airport. Well, the airport is still there. No remnants of the track. Dart Cart Speedway. What's it say behind that? By Rupp. And is that a Rupp Roadster? Oh, I guess Speedway made carts too? I didn't know that. I didn't know Speedway made a mini motorcycle. Was that the Sachs powered one? Waconia Ride-In 2011, world's largest vintage antique snowmobile event. I never heard of it. I wonder who's 440, who made the motor inside that nitro sled. And there's the Original four-wheeler, the Gojo. Rupp was a name that already had significant impact in local industrial vitality even before young Mickey Rupp started thinking about turning his passion for go-karts into a serious business. Now, my English teacher would call that a run-on sentence. The name further embedded itself into the 1960s sports culture in America and Europe with Rupp snowmobiles, Ruppster dune buggies, and iconic red Rupp mobiles of all sorts. Who do they pay to write that stuff? Well, I thought the Rupp exhibit was going to be much bigger. And this just sort of confirms what I said last year. Mansfield, Ohio is the hometown of Rupp. It's where Mr. Rupp founded his company. A big company it was. Funny thing though, there's no museum, no Rupp museum here. No remnants of the factory. They don't even run a Rupp reunion here in Mansfield. And I think that's a real shame. They really need to have a Rupp museum. And if not a Rupp museum, a Minibike museum for all brands. You think as big as this company was, as much as they poured into the economy of Mansfield, there'd be more than just this in the corner of a prison. Well, while we're here, let's go to the jail. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, oh, 5. 5 stories. 5 stories of cells. One on top of the other. Here's another picture. So, I guess that's where some type of deadbolt would go and some type of padlock. And here's, well, at least you get a room with a view. This says, list of prisoners transferred to the Ohio State Reformatory at Mansfield from the Ohio Penitentiary at Columbus. October 1st and October 15th, 1896. Look at this. Ohio State Reformatory. Celebration, 125 years. So I guess it's one thing to be arrested, but then to have your name put on a billboard and hung up for everyone to see for the next 200 years, that's a whole other thing. I think these are the solitary confinement cells, but the doors have been removed. Oh, these still have the doors on. It says this way to the central guard room. Oh. What is this? So here we have Stalin and Lenin. These doors secured one of two entrances into the armory. Okay, so it's the night before setup day, and we're at the motel, which is normally sleepy quiet, but I'm guessing these are all the people waiting to get in the gate, but are like me. We're not going to camp at the gate. So the motels are actually crowded before setup day. And I know they do a lot of swapping in the parking lot in front of the gate, but you can do that here in the motel. Let's see what we got. Taste for tomorrow. And they're jammed in there. $850. Couple of DTs. I guess that's at what, an XR 200? And they're still running in. Sorry about the sun glare, folks. This is a teaser. Teaser before the big weekend. And we're starting to get excited, folks. So tune in. Remember, you gotta follow, like, subscribe, ring the bell, whatever. But we're gonna have a series of videos from here at Mid-Ohio. And even though I can't see a freaking thing. And thanks for watching.